everyone. Welcome back into Sunrise for this week's segment of Crime Stoppers. Bryan Anderson is joining me from Oktibbeha County. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so look, we know graduation is this week at Mississippi State, and then a lot of those students will be heading out of town, or a lot of the students will start going on vacation who live in the area. And you've got a few tips to, one, help keep their apartment or home safe, and even their cars.
Absolutely, especially if you're going to be leaving for an extended period of time. If you're leaving a vehicle behind, make sure to take all the valuables out of it.
Okay.
Leave it parked in a well-lit area.
That's a good one.
Deterring crime, of course. As far as your residence goes, make sure all the windows are closed and locked. Let a neighbor know, or a trusted friend in the area.
Okay.
They could keep an eye on it and let us know if anything suspicious is going on. Yes, ma'am.
And so let's just say, you know, we're going on vacation for a week and we have our car. I always get nervous leaving my car on a street. Would you suggest maybe them maybe taking it to a friend's house to house it up?
Absolutely. If they have room for it, absolutely take it to a friend's house. If all your friends live in an apartment complex, at least park it next to their vehicle, because they're going to be seeing theirs every day. They could also check on yours every day.
And then one thing I think about also when we're talking about cars, those seem to be such an easy thing to get. Like you said, park it in a well-lit area.
Yes, ma'am.
But also in y'all's area, there are several cameras around the area. So I would think to park it under one of those cameras.
Absolutely, especially on Mississippi State campus. They have hundreds of cameras and they're very easily visible. So you could see where those cameras are, park it near one of those if that makes you feel better. Nowadays, most buildings have security cameras on them, so if you park it near a building, that'd probably help a lot as well.
Now, like we said, you know, a lot of people will be going out of town, but some students do end up staying in Oktibbeha County and in Starkville. Now, do you think that we still need to have the same measures walking around at night that we would when there are a lot of people around us?
Yes, absolutely, if not more, because there's less people, so you could possibly be more of a target. Yes, ma'am.
And then always, you know, if someone feels uncomfortable, maybe they're walking back to their car or to their apartment at night, what would you suggest for those students or just community members?
If nothing else, just get a friend on the phone, let them know where you're at. If you feel the need to call 911, absolutely call 911. But just being safe is the biggest thing. Walk with friends. And also I want to say this, guys, if you ever see anything suspicious, like we say, you always can contact the Sheriff's Department or send a tip to Crime Stoppers. You know, I don't feel like it might not be in a sense a tip, but anything worth mentioning, you can always send to Crime Stoppers. All right, well, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you.
Guys, we'll be right back after the break.